Time travel, fact or fiction? From chilling footage to mysterious sightings, the world is full of unbelievable evidence that keeps us questioning reality. Could these be real time travelers caught on camera, or is it all just clever tricks? Let's dive into the most convincing cases that might just prove time travel is more than a myth.
In 2029, everyone has a QR code on their hands, which contains all the information about that person.
In 2022, a mysterious girl appeared online with an unbelievable story.
I'm a doctor by profession. Most importantly, I was born in 2006. Of course, you may have questions because it's obvious that I'm not 16 years old.
She claimed to be born in 2006, but said she was from the future. According to her, she worked for a medical research company, LabGeo, in 2028.
I received a job offer from an organization that was engaged in various experiments related to physical and psychological tests on humans. The company is called LabGeo, which was founded in 2024 in Canada.
When an experiment went wrong, she used a prototype time machine to escape. Her most shocking proof, she shared future newspapers from 2027, detailing Mars colonization and advanced technology. The internet exploded. Some called it a hoax, others were convinced.
You can see this newspaper was published on February 26, 2027.
Warning from 2050. In 2020, a man named Oren claimed he was a cyborg sent back from 2050. At first, no one believed him, but in an interview, he dropped shocking details. He had a communication chip implanted and had witnessed an AI-driven apocalypse.
We are Oren, a collective conscious and cyborg sent by a higher civilization to warn humans of the incoming apocalypse.
Oren claimed higher powers sent him back to warn humanity about a rising threat, an organization he called the Corporation.
Humans are writing their own destruction with things such as disease, famine, environmental disaster, and technological singularity. We are here to warn humans and to prevent the fusion in the future that we have seen.
He urged unity to prevent disaster. Was this a glimpse into our dark future or just an elaborate story? Only time will tell.
Corporation aims and works solely for profit. We are here for the greater good of society. It is very much like the Matrix movie. This is all a simulation.
Crypto future.
After hearing my story today, you may think I'm crazy, but everything I say is true. My name is Carlos. I was born and raised in Alicante.
Carlos, a man from Alicante, Spain, caused a huge stir when he claimed to be a time traveler. According to him, by 2028, cryptocurrency would dominate the global financial system, and a new payment method called coin salary would take over, changing the way we think about money.
I was saying the world will soon change drastically, and it will start in 2028, when the cryptocurrency immediately became dominant over the dollar and the rest of the currencies we all know.
He also predicted that by 2029, traditional forms of identification would be replaced by QR codes.
Everyone has a QR code on their hands, which contains all the information about that person.
After selling his future crypto fortune in 2016, Carlos used the money to live lavishly, suggesting he had truly come from the future. Was this a clever ruse, or did Carlos offer a glimpse into a future driven by digital currency? His story raises questions about the future of money and technology, and whether time travel is a real possibility. Only time will tell if his predictions come true. Traveling from 3000. In 2018, William Tyler made some shocking claims, asserting that he had traveled to the distant future, specifically to the years 3000 and 8973. He described his experiences in these far-off years.
Are you an actual time traveler who has visited the future?
Yes, I am.
Claiming to have met beings with advanced technology and mind-reading abilities.
I remember they had abnormally large heads and large eyes as well.
And did you talk with them?
I did, yes. I spoke to them for quite some time, and they told me that they lived forever, and they also didn't seem too surprised that I was there, which led me to believe that time travel was quite a commonplace thing at that period of time in the future.
In 8973, in a dystopian world filled with pollution and destruction in 3000.
The trip to the year 3000 was a trip to a place where I don't think I'd want to be for too long. And the sky was completely red. There was pollution everywhere.
Tyler also predicted that by 2028, time travel would be available to the public and super smart AI would begin to take over various aspects of life. Despite undergoing a lie detector test to prove his story, people remain divided. Was he a time traveler or just someone with a vivid imagination? The technology he described sounds eerily similar to things we see in sci-fi, and with his prediction about AI, we might be closer to his future than we think.
There are plans on releasing time travel as a technology to the public in the year 2028. I think it would be beneficial for humanity to know and understand that fact.
Time traveler confesses. In 2018, a man claiming to be from the year 2030 made headlines with his strange story.
Secret is that I came from 2030.
According to him, future humans will have brain-implanted chips that enhance intelligence and connectivity. To back up his claim, he presented a golden chip, allegedly the same kind used in the future.
It was placed in the back of the human head, creating special signals to communicate with the brain.
His confession caused a frenzy online. While skeptics dismissed him as a hoaxer, some pointed to emerging technologies like Elon Musk's Neuralink, suggesting his predictions weren't far-fetched. Was he truly a time traveler or just someone capitalizing on our fascination with the future? The mystery of his golden chip remains unresolved, but people think that if he's right, the future is going to be thinkable.
The chip had a very positive effect on the work of the whole brain.
Future or fashion?
The original. Is this the original?
Oh!
Oh, черт, это же
Holy cow,
оригинал.
you guys! Oh my goodness!
A curious photo from the 1940s, discovered in a Canadian museum, shows a man who looks strikingly modern, dressed in casual clothes and wearing sunglasses, in a crowd of people from the 1930s.
Reopening of South Fork
Нет,
Bridge
не
after being washed out in...
The photo was taken during the reopening of the Southport Bridge in British Columbia, and the man's attire seemed strangely out of place for the era. Some believed he was a time traveler, slipping through the fabric of time, while others argued that he was simply dressed in a laid-back style not typical of the time. The image sparked debates across the internet. Was this an actual time traveler, or could this be someone ahead of their time, with a more relaxed fashion sense?
В хорошем качестве, кстати, фотография. Значит, прекрасно видно футболку с буквой М, фотографию в руках.
Year 6000. In 2018, a man claimed he traveled to the year 6000 on a secret mission. He described a world of unimaginable technology and cities beyond anything we could dream of. To prove it, he showed a blurry photo of a futuristic skyline.
Now you may notice that the actual picture itself is a little distorted. That is because in the time travel process, pictures tend to get distorted.
Saying time travel was common in that era. He predicted we'd unlock time travel by the end of the decade. Was this a genuine peek into our distant future or just another hoax? Sometimes the future feels closer than we think.
Now you may notice that the actual picture itself is a little distorted. That is because in the time travel process, pictures tend to get distorted.
Time encounter.
Ja, det är något där under diskon och bara kom längre och längre in där. Blev det ljust, jag kunde ställa mig upp på det här. Som äldre då, kanske 70 och sånt där.
In 2006, a man named Holland Nordquist from Sweden experienced something that many people would consider impossible. After dealing with a flooded kitchen, he reached under the sink and suddenly found himself transported to another time. There he met his future self and even filmed the encounter. The video showed an older version of himself, complete with the same tattoo on his arm, confirming the encounter. While some dismiss the footage as a clever hoax or edited video, others believe it's a legitimate case of time travel. Could it be that Holland truly traveled through time to meet his future self, or was it just an elaborate trick of the mind? The mystery remains open, but the possibility of time travel feels closer than ever.
Ingen tror på det, finns inte en chans att folk kommer tro på det här, så jag hade ju med mig mobilen så jag kunde filma det. Vi stod där och tjafsade lite och det var riktigt god känsla var det, hur gott som helst.
Man mysteriously vanishes. A A strange incident occurred in the 1950s at Tokyo's Hana airport when a man arrived with a passport from a country called Tared. Authorities were baffled as no such country existed. The man's passport, documents, and even the currency he held all appeared legitimate, but no one could figure out where Tared was. After questioning him, they placed him in a hotel room overnight, but when they returned the next day, he had mysteriously vanished. Theories began to swirl. Was he a time traveler from an alternate reality, or was he simply a man with a forged identity? No answers were ever found, and the case of the man from Tared remains one of the most baffling mysteries to this day. Could he have been lost in time, or something even stranger? Superhero caught on CCTV. On a night in January 2016, something bizarre happened in an unknown location. A homeless person was sleeping in front of a store when a couple walked by, found it closed, and left. Shortly after, a man in a black hoodie approached the store, walked straight into the closed door, and vanished inside. As he entered, the camera and lights went haywire. Minutes later, he emerged with a sandwich. The footage sparked wild theories, with one popular idea being that the hoodie-clad man was a hungry time traveler. The homeless person reported feeling something odd, but didn't see anyone enter or leave. Mirror glitch.
And his face is moving. Look at that, his face just moved, but the guy in the mirror seemed the same.
In one strange video, a man at a stoplight noticed an unusual anomaly in his rearview mirror. The car ahead of him appeared normal, except the reflection of the driver was eerily still while his own face moved.
His face just moved, but the guy in the mirror seemed the same.
The man zoomed in to capture this oddity, but the footage left viewers baffled. Some said it could have been cleverly edited or manipulated, while others argued it was evidence of something far stranger, a rift in the fabric of reality itself. The incident raised some disturbing questions. Could we be living in a world where our perception of reality is not as solid as we think?
His face just moved, but the guy in the mirror seemed the same. Yo!
Dog teleports. In a bizarre moment caught on camera, a dog suddenly appeared out of nowhere while a group of young men were racing their cars down the highway. The dog crossed the road with no apparent explanation, prompting some to suggest that the dog had teleported from another dimension. Skeptics, of course, pointed to the possibility of a camera glitch or clever editing, but experts analyzed the footage and concluded that it appeared legitimate. Could this be a case of time travel or a portal opening, or was it simply an odd camera trick? The incident left many questioning the true nature of the footage. Saving the day. In 2012, something extraordinary happened. A man was walking across the street, unaware that a speeding truck was heading straight toward him. Just before the collision, a mysterious figure appeared and whisked the man out of harm's way in the blink of an eye. The person then calmly walked away, leaving everyone stunned. Some believed the figure was a time traveler, using advanced technology to alter the course of events and save the man's life. Others thought it could have been a supernatural occurrence, like a guardian spirit. The authorities were baffled, and even the man who was saved had no explanation. Caught on tape. A strange video surfaced online showing a young boy casually walking down the street when in an instant he vanished without a trace. The footage shows the boy looking back over his shoulder, and in a flash of light he disappears, leaving people online questioning what they had just seen. Was this the result of a camera glitch, clever editing, or could the boy have been a time traveler jumping between dimensions? The internet exploded with theories, some suggesting it was a well-executed hoax, while others believed the boy might have been fleeing from the future or escaping something. Whatever the cause, the video continues to spark debates about the nature of time and reality itself. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Boxing match footage. Who doesn't love watching Tyson's powerful punches? Well, even a supposed time traveler seemed to be a fan. During a Mike Tyson fight in 1995, someone in the crowd was spotted holding what looked like a smartphone. We all know smartphones weren't around back then, so how could this guy have one? The internet went wild with theories about Tyson being a time traveler who'd come back to his own fight. Skeptics, however, weren't convinced. After some digging, experts discovered it was actually an early camcorder, not a smartphone.
May have solved the mystery. We did some digging and found out the device in the video is not a smartphone at all. It's an early version of a camcorder called the Dicam Logitech.
Mystery Man. In the early 2000s, a mysterious figure named John Tater appeared online, claiming to be a time traveler from the year 2036. He shared fascinating details about a C-204 time displacement unit that allowed him to manipulate time. Tater's predictions, such as the end of the space shuttle program and the outbreak of mad cow disease, caught the attention of many. While some of his predictions came true, others didn't, and his sudden disappearance in 2001 left many questions unanswered. Was Tater a clever hoax or a real time traveler sent from the future to alter history? As his story continues to puzzle the internet, the truth behind his disappearance remains a mystery. Was he trying to warn us about the future or just trying to confuse us? Phone in past. In 1928, during the premiere of The Circus by Charlie Chaplin, a strange moment was captured on film. A man appeared to be holding what looked like a modern-day cell phone, but back in 1928, cell phones didn't even exist, so how could this be? Some suggested that it was simply an optical illusion, but others pointed to the possibility of time travel or a glitch in the universe. For years, the incident has sparked debates, with some people speculating that it was a glimpse into the future. Was this an accidental peek into a time yet to come, or could this man have been a time traveler carrying technology that hadn't been invented yet? The mystery of the phone remains unsolved. Victor Goddard. British pilot Victor Goddard was flying over an abandoned World War I airstrip in 1935 when he encountered a sudden and violent storm. As he struggled to maintain control, the storm abruptly cleared, revealing a startling sight. The once abandoned airstrip was now bustling with activity, modern planes, hangars, and personnel. Shocked, Goddard flew past it and returned home. 4 years later, the airstrip was renovated, matching the exact scene Goddard had witnessed during his flight. The eerie accuracy of his account still leaves many wondering if time travel is more possible than we believe. Real time traveler? In 1950, a man named Rudolph appeared in Times Square, wearing 19th century clothing. After a tragic accident, police discovered strange items on him: a 5-cent beer token, outdated banknotes, and a receipt for horse care. Investigators linked him to a man who vanished in 1876, sparking theories of time travel. Was Rudolph a traveler lost in time, or is this just an urban legend? The mystery only deepens as the years go by. Physicist disappears. Ettore Majorana, a brilliant physicist, vanished in 1938, leaving behind one of history's greatest mysteries. Known for his work on neutrinos, Majorana left a cryptic note hinting at his disappearance. Many theories have emerged over the years. Some believe he was disillusioned by how his discoveries were being used and staged his disappearance. Others suggest he accessed alternate dimensions or even time traveled to escape his time. There are also darker speculations about foul play or a tragic end. Despite extensive searches, no trace of Majorana was ever found. His disappearance still remains unsolved. Mysterious iPad. In 1999, a political rally video surfaced, showing something that defied explanation. In the footage, a person in the crowd seemed to be holding an iPad, a device that didn't exist until 2010. This strange detail quickly sparked online debates. Could this be proof of time travel? Was someone using future technology in the past? Skeptics argued it might be a case of mistaken identity, suggesting the object was a small book or something unrelated. Still, the idea of a time traveler blending into a historical moment fascinated many. Greta Thunberg. In 2019, teenage climate activist Greta Thunberg went viral after giving a memorable glare at President Trump during a UN speech. But things took a wild turn when people noticed her uncanny resemblance to a girl working in a mine from 1898. As the video spread, theories exploded. Some suggested Greta might be a time traveler sent to save us, while others thought it was just a strange coincidence. So what's the real story? Are we looking at a case of time travel or just an odd twist of fate? Sometimes we're left with more questions than answers. Creepy footage. A 27-year-old German man was seen at the airport looking totally normal with his bags. But just 10 minutes later, he was spotted running frantically without his bags, as if he was fleeing from something or someone. He sprinted out of sight, and that was the last anyone saw of him. So where did he go? Some thought he might have been a time traveler who rushed back to his own timeline after witnessing something crazy in the future. What's your take on this? Was he escaping from something in the future, or is there another explanation? Drop your theories in the comments. Sometimes the truth is just a mystery waiting to be solved. Glitch in the Matrix. They say reality sometimes plays tricks on us. At a Russian intersection, cars were waiting for the green light when something bizarre happened. As the light changed and traffic moved, two cars collided, but one of them seemed to appear out of nowhere as if it materialized from thin air. The footage of this strange incident went viral instantly. With such a weird occurrence, theories started flying. Some think it's a glitch in the Matrix, others suspected secret government portals, but many believed it could be time travel. What do you think happened here? Was it a real time traveler or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments. Russian scientist. In Russia, something truly strange unfolded on a highway. A lorry swerved suddenly to avoid hitting a man who seemed to appear out of nowhere. The guy was dressed in a lab coat and black boots, and he looked utterly disoriented, as if he had no idea where he was. The truck driver, who narrowly missed him, stopped to check it out. The footage quickly went viral, sparking all kinds of theories. Some people think it's proof that Russia is testing futuristic tech or even experimenting with teleportation. It was like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. So what's the deal here? No one knows for sure. Sometimes reality feels just as wild as fiction. Missouri time machine. In 1995, Mike Markham from Missouri started building a time machine in his house. He used an electrical Jacob's ladder and a modified CD laser to create a weird heat vortex. Amazingly, it worked, making objects disappear and reappear. So he decided to build a bigger machine to transport humans through time. By 1997, he had his larger machine, but needing heavy electricity, he tapped into the local grid station. It was a disaster. When the police checked his house, Markham was gone. Strangely, there was a connection to a body found on a Florida beach in the 1930s. Did Markham travel back and meet his end? It's a wild theory, but the truth remains a mystery. Sometimes the quest for discovery leads to the most unexpected places. Strange sight. In France, something truly bizarre stopped people in their tracks. In the middle of a parking lot, an ordinary car sat with a fully grown tree sticking straight out of it. Shocked onlookers surrounded the scene, trying to figure out how this could happen. Some even checked under the car, only to confirm it was entirely real. Theories started flying. Was it a glitch in the Matrix, a prank, or perhaps a time-traveling vehicle that parked in the wrong timeline? While skeptics pointed to clever engineering or even performance art, no solid explanation has emerged. The mystery of the tree car mashup remains unsolved, leaving locals with more questions than answers. Sometimes the strangest sights defy all logic. Teleportation mystery? Crossing a busy road can be risky, but what if you could skip it entirely? That's exactly what appeared to happen in a viral CCTV clip. In the video, a person seemingly materialized on the other side of a bustling road as if they teleported out of nowhere. The footage stunned viewers, sparking wild theories about glitches in the Matrix or advanced technology. Skeptics dismissed it as clever editing, but even with high-resolution playback, no one could explain the sudden appearance. Could this be proof of a person slipping between dimensions, or just a well-crafted hoax? The mystery remains unsolved, leaving everyone wondering if they witnessed something extraordinary or just a trick of the camera. Sometimes reality feels far stranger than fiction. Spooky teleportation. A video of an eerie event has captivated the internet. It shows a woman walking outside when she suddenly stops, reaching out as if to grab something invisible. Then, out of nowhere, a little girl appears beside her. What's even creepier is how calm the woman seems, as if this bizarre event were completely normal. Viewers have wild things to say. Did the woman summon the girl, or was the child a teleporter? Skeptics suggested clever editing or a hidden camera trick, but no explanation has stuck. The woman's strange reaction only deepened the mystery, leaving people unsettled. Was this a glimpse of the supernatural, a hoax, or just an unexplainable moment? Whatever it was, the video remains a chilling puzzle that refuses to be solved. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Vanishing Act? At a Danish airport, a routine TV interview turned into something extraordinary. As the camera focused on a man being interviewed, a blonde woman in the background suddenly vanished into thin air as someone walked past her. The eerie moment caught live baffled viewers. While some dismissed it as a camera glitch or editing error, others speculated she slipped into another dimension. Social media exploded with debates about what had happened, with theories ranging from supernatural events to elaborate hoaxes. Despite countless replays, no one could provide a definitive answer. Was this proof of parallel worlds or just an optical illusion? The mystery has never been solved, leaving people to wonder if reality is more unstable than we realize. Puzzling video. A puzzling video took the internet by storm, showing a man on a bicycle seemingly materializing out of nowhere. The footage, recorded during a casual conversation with street musicians, captured the eerie moment in the background. Strangely, no one nearby seemed to notice the sudden appearance, making the event even more unsettling. While some argued it was a simple perspective trick or clever editing, others were convinced it was a genuine glitch in reality. Experts analyzing the clip couldn't provide concrete answers, leaving the incident shrouded in mystery. Was this cyclist evidence of a parallel universe, time travel, or something else entirely? Sometimes even the simplest scenes can raise the most profound questions about our world. French mystery. In 1901, two Englishwomen named Moberly and Jourdain visited the gardens of Versailles in France. What started as a leisurely walk turned into something far stranger when they found themselves mysteriously transported to the 18th century. They saw people dressed in period clothing and even claimed to spot Marie Antoinette. Though experts chalked it up to exhaustion or hallucinations, the women insisted they had experienced time travel. Could this have been a case of time travel, or was it a bizarre coincidence fueled by the women's imaginations? Some argue that they may have accidentally stumbled into a different time, while others said it was something far more paranormal. Actual time machine. In 2009, a video surfaced showing what appeared to be an actual time machine. The strange round device was covered in glowing lights and emitted a high-pitched frequency. As the camera zoomed in, the machine went haywire and a swirling portal-like phenomenon appeared. The footage then glitched, cutting out before anything else could be seen. Some believe the camera operator was sucked into another dimension, while skeptics dismissed the video as a hoax. Despite expert analysis, no one has definitively debunked the clip. Could this be evidence of time travel technology, or was it just clever sci-fi style trickery? Whether real or fake, the video continues to fuel speculation about the limits of human innovation and the mysteries of time itself. Time mystery. In a sealed Ming Dynasty tomb, archaeologists unearthed something baffling, a Swiss ring watch. The artifact, found in a tomb sealed for over 400 years, shouldn't have existed. Switzerland as we know it didn't even exist then. The discovery sparked wild theories. Was it proof of time travel? A hoax? Some speculated it could have been left behind by tomb raiders, but the tomb's undisturbed condition made that unlikely. Despite scientific analysis, no one could explain how a modern object ended up in an ancient burial site. The mysterious watch challenges our understanding of time and history, leaving us with one question: is time travel real, or are there forces at play we can't yet comprehend? Caught on camera. A bizarre video has the internet buzzing. It shows a woman unloading luggage from her car trunk when something unexplainable happens. A man on a scooter zips past her, leaving a strange white streak, and then vanishes into thin air. The clip quickly went viral, with wild theories flooding in. Was it a glitch in the Matrix, a runaway time traveler, or just a cleverly edited video? Skeptics argue it could be a camera malfunction, but no definitive explanation has emerged. Whatever the truth, the video has left viewers baffled and questioning the limits of reality. Could this be proof of the impossible, or just a clever illusion? What do you think? Matrix mishap or time travel stunt? Women from 1938. An old 1938 video has sparked heated debates online. At first glance, it looks like a typical scene from the era, but eagle-eyed viewers notice something strange. One woman appears to be holding and talking into what looks like a mobile phone, decades before they existed. Theories abound. Could it be a futuristic device, or just a cloth or compact mirror mistaken for technology? Some claim it's evidence of time travel, while skeptics dismiss it as a simple coincidence or even a clever hoax. With no solid proof, the mystery lingers, leaving everyone to wonder, was this a glitch in time or a glimpse into the future? Sometimes, history hides secrets we may never fully understand. Man from 2133.
Victor Nikolaev, and I was born in 2133.
A man named Viktor Nikolaev claims he's from the year 2133, and his story is nothing short of wild. In a viral video, he says time travel was invented in 2050, and he's been sent back to fix the past.
In the year 2050, scientists started developing the first method.
But the future he describes isn't all flying cars and utopias. Instead, he warns of plastic storms, mass surveillance, and people being controlled before they act. His strangest claim, Donald Trump is attempting to become Canada's Prime Minister.
Donald Trump will lose the election to try and become the Prime Minister of Canada.
While skeptics believe it's an elaborate hoax, Victor's detailed accounts have left many questioning what the future holds. Is he telling the truth, or is this just a well-crafted story? Either way, it's a chilling glimpse into what could lie ahead. Open discussion. Sergei Ponomarenko is a name tied to one of the most unusual time travel stories. In 2006, Ponomarenko allegedly appeared in Kyiv, Ukraine, looking confused and out of place. Witnesses said he wore clothes from the 1950s and carried an old camera. When approached by local authorities, he claimed he was from the year 1958 and didn't understand modern technology or his surroundings. Ponomarenko's camera became the key focus of his story. It was an outdated model, no longer in use or production. The authorities developed the film inside, and the results shocked everyone. The photos reportedly showed clear images of Kyiv in the 1950s, including landmarks and people dressed in period clothing. One of the photos even showed Ponomarenko standing beside cars and objects from that era. Authorities, thinking Ponomarenko might be mentally unwell, sent him to a psychiatric hospital for observation. However, the story takes a strange turn. Reports claim he vanished from the hospital without explanation. There are no official records of his existence, and most of the evidence comes from unverifiable sources online. So who was he, and did he go back to the 1950s?